Hi everyone, welcome back to the brand new series of AI product engineering and in continuation to the Python playlist, which is essential Python for AI product development. We are at the video lecture 21 on the module 3, which is all about operators. The topic name is membership operator, which is in and not in. Guys, it is pretty much important in order to validate that particular item is a part of given list or string or is part of any alterable object or not. So this is something which is pretty much important while working on the real-time project, right? So let's deep dive in without further delay. Let's get started. Okay, if we'll talk about the agenda of today's session, we are going to talk about in with respect to list, in operator with respect to the string object, and even I will walk you through some of the live example through which you're going to understand the negation behavior of the in operator, and followed by the some real patterns, right? How can we validate the given item that this is part of the list or string or not, right? And then how can we guard the given code snippet while putting that conditional expression along with the if statement. So that is something we are going to learn as a part of today's session, right? So okay, so let's jump to the next slide, please. Yeah, so if you look at these examples, guys, so this is pretty much self-explanatory. So here we are going to understand in as a part of search without a loop. So that is the beauty of the in operator, that uh, without without the use of for loop, it is able to iterate through the list, items which are part of this list and validate whether that item is present inside that list or not. So here we have defined fruit, which is the list of item apple, banana and mango. Now as a part of next statement, we are going to validate whether mango is available in this list or not, right? So it will iterate over one by one, and then it will validate whether mango is present or not. So it will go and check with apple whether it's matching or not in order to validate whether this is present inside the given list or not. So that's not matching, so it's false. Here also it is going to match and the result will be false, but here since it's available and after matching it is going to return as output true. So that's how that's how it will validate that mango is present inside the given list, which is fruits, right? So the idea is it will iterate over from very first to the last of the last item of the given list in order to ensure that that item is present inside the given list or not without the help of the loop. That is the expected behavior. That is how in operator works inside the Python language. Let's take another example where we are going to validate whether grape whether grape is a part of the given fruits list or not. So grape is not part of fruit list, so it will return false. Similarly, I'm going to validate whether 5 is a part of given list of item or not. This is not part of the list of item. Certainly it will going to return as a false. Okay, so I hope the explanation is pretty much clear. Okay, all right, now it's time to jump to the next slide. So here we are taking the example of in operator with respect to the string object. So it is a kind of looking for the substring. It's a kind of pattern matching or substring search inside the given big string object. That's how it's going to operate. So py, it's going to match inside the happy Python string whether this is available or not. This is available. See, these pairs are going to match with this pair first, then with this pair first, then with this pair first. It's not matching till here, right? But when it will reaches here, it is going to match, right? So if it match, it will return the true. However, if you are going to going to traverse through the end of the given string, there is a one more pattern where the match will happen. But it's fine. I mean, it's a matter of, I mean, what it will return, whether that match is present, that substring is present or not, present or not. It is not going to bother about how many times that match is happening, right? So that is the whole intent of in operator. Similarly, capital P small y pattern, we are going to search, substring search inside the given uh, big string object, right? Which is not present because capital Py and small py will be different, will be treated differently, because the Python is a case sensitive language, right? So see, that's why match is not going to happen and it will return false. Similarly, we can go and search for the any special character as well, add inside the given uh, email ID, right? So that is a pretty much very practical example where generally we use the regex. Similarly, we can use the in operator as well to in order to validate whether that substring is available inside the given string object or not, right? So I hope you are pretty much clear. It's going to validate first character, then second character, no match, then it will jump to the next character match, no match, no match. Here the match will happen and it will return true. Okay, that's how the underneath operation happens. Let's jump to the next slide. So yeah, so we are going to understand about the not in operator. So guys, not in is a kind of negation, right? So in is going to validate, going to check whether that given item or given pattern is part of given iterable object or not. However, not in, it will just negate the result. So it will ensure that it will return true if that a pattern or that item is not available in the iterable object, right? So band is a uh, I mean a list of strings. Then user is a string object. We are, with the help of the if conditional statement, what we are going to validate, what we are going to check, user not in band, right? So Raj not in band, so this is true, right? So it is going to print welcome Raj. However, there is an alternate way of doing the same things and the output will also be the same, but this is not increased way of Python. Python, I mean the PEB standard, that is the uh, I mean gold standard of the Python. While writing the readable code, what it advises, we need to it increases, to use patterns of that pattern of conditional statement with the help of not in operator, right? So user not in band, right? And this is equivalent to a simple plain English as well. And that's how Python is being presented to the world by their creators as well, right? To make it simplify to the end user as well, it is highly advised not to use that kind of confusing conditional statement with the help of not in operator, right? So use all together. So not user in, it will also provide the same result also, that user should not be part of the given list of items, right? So I hope the explanation is pretty much clear and you understand the output as well. All right, so talking about the, let's jump to the next slide. So here the real patterns comes, right? So the real patterns validating the choices. So this is another a live example. uh, so I'm covering the theoretical portion here, and followed by that I'm going to show you these things practically as a part of lab session as well. Okay guys, so valid variable I've created, this is a list variable which contains the string items, right? Then choice, the input, it is expecting the user input, right, from the terminal. So that string we will assign to the choice, and as per the condition, if choice invalid, whatever the choice the user is going to provide through the terminal, right, if that is a part of this valid list, in that case it will go and execute this body. And if the given string by the user is not part of the valid list, in that case it will execute the else statement. I will show it to you in a practical manner. Okay, but the conceptually I hope these things are pretty much clear. Okay, okay, it's time to do the lab session. Okay guys, so we are at the 21st lecture of this Python playlist. membership operators. So guys, if you look at, I have defined this fruit variable, which is nothing but a list of string list of the string objects, right? So I have executed, then I'm going to execute this statement where I'm going to check validate that is that string object is a part of this list or not, right? So it will go one by one and will validate whether mango is present inside the this fruit list or not. So it's present, so it is going to return the true. Grape is not part of the given fruit list, right? So it will return false in that case. Similarly, 5 is not part of the this given list, which is, I mean, uh, it is clearly visible that it only contains 1 2 3, not 5, right? So it will definitely return false in that case. There are some example with in operator with respect to the string object, kind of pattern matching or substring search, right? So py, small py, definitely, I mean, I have covered as a part of theory session that py is present here, also present here, also it is present. So definitely the match will happen and it will return true as the output. Okay, then capital py, this is a case sensitive and there is nowhere this pattern is available, that substring is not available, guys, as a part of this given string object, so it will return false in that case. Now talking about the add, right? So definitely this keyword is this special character is present, right? We can clearly see. So one by one it will go without help of any loop. That is the its expected behavior of the in operator, right? And as and when it encounters the add, it will return the true, right? Okay, not in negation of in operator. So the live example will we are going to understand it. Through the live example, you are going to understand it, right? So banned list, I have defined spam and the bot. User is the string variable. If user not in band, so Raj is not in band. Definitely is not in band because that string object is not part of the given list of item, right? So definitely it is going to print welcome Raj. There is another way of doing the same thing, not user in, but this is not the preferred uh, way by the Python community, right? The pep standard is, I mean, they do not encourage to follow this kind of practice. So it is always advisable to make things simpler and use not in together so that it will be very relatable to the English language also, right? So let's run it, right? So welcome Raj is the output. Now here I have defined the valid list, which is a collection of rock, paper, and Caesar. Choice, I'm going to take the input from the user, and if that choice is a part of that given valid list, in that case it will provide your you choose rock, paper, or Caesar. In that in another case, right, where I'm providing the user input, but that is not part of, that is not one of this rock, paper, and Caesar. In that case, the else will execute and it will provide invalid move. Let's execute it, right? So guys, I'm providing user, I'm as a user input, I'm providing rock string, right? So it should provide you choose choice, you choose choice, you choose rock, right? Let's validate the else block. In that case, I'm supplying my name Raj, right? Let's see how it behaves. Ideally expected behavior is invalid move, right? Press invalid move, right? So we have covered all the practical aspects of uh, in and not in operator in a very practical manner. And that's it really, guys, for today. But remember, keep learning, keep growing, and keep building together. Thank you.